So we have some specific definitions for a thin film. So we start from the thin, and we say that thin, how much thin? Uh, we describe that less than about 1 micron. I mean, the film should be thin. How much thin it should be? It should have a thickness about 1 micron. So how much is 1 micron? 1 micron is equal to 10,000 angstrom, which in turn equal to 1,000 nanometers. This is the, we are specifying the thickness of the thin film. That is, if somebody asks you what is the thin film, what is the thickness of thin film, so you have to answer that it has a size, it has a thickness about 1 micron or 10,000 angstrom or 1,000 nanometers, and it should be a layer of material on its substance. So what we say that, how we should define thin film? So we define a thin film that it is a layer of materials deposited on a substrate with a thickness equal to 1 micron or 10,000 angstroms or 1,000 nanometers. But we remember the layers of material should be deposited on a substrate. Substrate is very essential for the thin film. If let's suppose someone said that he don't utilize a substrate and he don't have a substrate, so if there is no substrate, so then you cannot call it as a thin film. Then it might be a foil. So that's why we saying that for thin film definition, substrate is an essential form. So let me repeat it again. The formal definition of thin film. Thin film is a layer of material and a substrate with a thickness equal to 1 micron, equal or less than 1 micron, 10,000 angstrom or 1,000 nanometers. And again, substrate is very important. Substrate is an essential form of the thin film. If no substrate is involved, so you cannot call it as a thin film, then it is a foil. So after describing formal definitions, let's have a look at some of the special properties of the